President Tinubu has shaken the table again. He has come out clearly to say that state police is no longer a debate. He called it unavoidable. He said it is the only way Nigeria can handle the kind of insecurity we are facing now. And as soon as that announcement dropped, you could just feel the whole country begin to talk, begin to argue, begin to worry. Because state police in Nigeria has always been a very sensitive topic. Now, before I go deep into the gist, let me remind you, my people, if you're watching this video, please click the like button right now. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel so that you will not miss the next big story coming your way. So, back to the matter. Tinubu is saying, look, kidnappers are taking over highways. Bandits are operating freely. Farmers cannot go to their farms. Even in cities, people are living in fear. And his argument is simple. The federal police are stretched too thin. They cannot cover the whole country effectively. So we must allow states to have their own police that will focus on their communities. And when he said that, some governors clapped. They said, finally, this is the reform we've been waiting for. They believe state police will give them faster response time. Officers who know the terrain. Officers who understand local languages. But at the same time, critics shouted back. They said, wait, don't rush. Because if governors control their own police, they may use them as political thugs. They may abuse power. They may silence opposition. You see how the matter is not black and white? It is deep. Now, my people, let me make this gist sweet for you to understand. Imagine one governor who does not want anybody to challenge him during election. And then he has full control of state police. He can easily send them to arrest opponents or harass journalists. That's why people are worried. But on the other side, we also know that in so many states, people are dying because federal police are too far away. If there's attack in a village, before federal police even move from headquarters, the whole place has been destroyed. So this is the tension. As I'm giving you this gist, please click like and subscribe now. It encourages me to keep telling you these real stories the way they are. Now, this is where it gets hotter. Some Fulani groups have reacted strongly to Tinubu's state police idea. Some of them are already suspicious. They are saying that if states control police, it will target Fulani herders. It will target their people unfairly. And some voices inside Fulani associations have even gone as far as warning that they may create their own form of security outfit to defend themselves if they are not protected. And my people, that is what is raising alarm. Because when one group begins to talk like that, other groups will also start planning their own. And from there, you can see how easily Nigeria can slide into division. This is why the headline that Fulani are threatening to divide Nigeria has caught everybody's attention. Let me explain this better. The Fulani herders and farmers clash is not new. It has been with us for years. Climate change is pushing herders down south. They are struggling for land with farmers. Add small arms, add poverty, add lack of strong governance. And suddenly, ordinary land issue turns into communal war. And when blood is shed, people don't forget quickly. So if state police comes now, Fulani leaders fear that some states will use it against them, especially in the Middle Belt and southern states. That's why you're hearing this strong reaction. And again, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, because this is the kind of gist that many people don't break down clearly. But I'm breaking it down for you. Now let's look at the political side. Tinubu is saying Nigeria must move forward. He is saying insecurity is damaging our economy. Farmers cannot produce, foreign investors are scared, and people are losing hope. He needs a bold reform to show he's serious. But critics are saying, wait, don't just rush and create state police because you want to look strong. Create a strong legal framework, create checks and balances. Who will train these state police? Who will fund them? Will they have the same standard? Or will we end up with 36 different versions of police, each doing its own thing? You see, if it's not handled carefully, the whole system can collapse into confusion. And this is where the fear of division comes in. Because if one ethnic group starts threatening that Nigeria may break if they are not protected, and the government continues with reforms without calming everybody down, then tension will grow. And my people, Nigeria is too fragile for that. We already have different separatist movements. We already have groups calling for their own country. Now, if you add Fulani voices saying they will not accept this or they will defend themselves, then the unity of Nigeria itself is under pressure. And this is not just theory, this is reality. Now, let's slow down a bit and talk about the everyday Nigerian. You, me, the farmer in the village, the trader in the market, the teacher going to school. What does state police mean for us? For many ordinary Nigerians, all they want is security. They don't care if it is federal police, state police, army, or vigilante. They just want to live without fear. People want to go to their farms, travel on roads, send children to school without hearing gunshots. So at the end of the day, the big question is, will this state police actually deliver security or just create another layer of problem? As I'm telling you this gist, I want you to think about it and drop your comment down below. Do you support state police? Yes or no? And please, while you're at it, like this video and subscribe to the channel right now. My people, let me also remind you that history is watching. Nigeria has always struggled with decentralization. Some people want more power for the states. Others say the center should be strong to hold the country together. But the truth is, insecurity is making everybody desperate. Even those who don't like state police are beginning to admit that maybe there is no other way. So this debate is not ending soon. It will go from the National Assembly to the governors, to the media, and to you, the citizens. And the Fulani response has just made it hotter. So let's dive deeper. When President Tinubu said state police is unavoidable, it was not the first time the idea came up in Nigeria. For many years, governors have been crying for it. During Jonathan's time, during Buhari's time, the issue was raised, but it was always killed off because people feared abuse. Now, Tinubu is saying, no, it has reached a point where we can't dodge it anymore. And if you check well, you will see why. The level of insecurity today is not like before. In the north, bandits are kidnapping whole villages. In the south, you hear about gunmen attacking communities. In the middle belt, farmer-herder clashes are still burning. So the president is saying, if we keep waiting for Abuja to handle everything, we will all collapse. But then, the Fulani angle changes the game. The leaders are warning that if state police comes, they may be targeted unfairly. They are suspicious that in some states, especially where they are minorities, the state police will not protect them, but rather go after them. This suspicion is deep because there is already long history of tension between Fulani herders and local farming communities. And once that suspicion enters the conversation, it is no longer just about security. It becomes about identity, survival, and even the future of Nigeria as one nation. And that's why you hear the strong words that Nigeria may divide. My people, that's not small talk. That is heavy. And it shows how fragile things are. Now let's ask ourselves, why are Fulani groups always quick to talk about setting up their own security? The truth is, they feel abandoned too. Many times Fulani herders get attacked on the road, their cattle stolen, and when they cry to federal police, nothing happens. So in their mind, if state police comes and it is controlled by governors who don't like them, who will protect them? That's why they are thinking of creating their own security outfits. But here's the danger. Once every ethnic group begins to form its own armed wing, Nigeria becomes a battlefield of militias. And history tells us when that happens, it's very hard to control. Let me give you a small history reminder. During the First Republic, before the Civil War, there were already regional police forces. And what happened? Many of those forces were abused by politicians to intimidate opponents. That memory is why many Nigerians have always been scared of bringing back state police. But the difference now is that insecurity is pushing people to say, maybe it's time to try again. As I'm breaking it down, please don't forget, like this video and subscribe now. It helps me a lot to keep giving you these stories in a way that is clear and simple. Now let's look at possible scenarios. If Tinubu succeeds and state police is created, what will happen? In some states, it might actually help. Imagine Lagos with its own strong police working side by side with federal police, tackling traffic robbery, cult groups, and urban crime. That could make life safer. In other states where governors are heavy-handed, the same state police could be used to silence opponents, harass journalists, and even suppress protests. In states where ethnic tensions are already hot, state police might look like an army of one ethnic group fighting another. So the success or failure will depend on how Nigeria manages it. If, on the other hand, Tinubu fails and state police is blocked again, then insecurity may continue to rise. People may lose hope and communities may begin to arm themselves anyway.